ladies, it's your girl AyChristene, and today we are going to check out a Discord reaction suggestion that was made by Jack Foss Plays. This is Sportz featuring JaidenAnimations by shgurr. Excited! The thumbnail said, I don't get it, so maybe she's not a sports kind of person. And we're going to find out why and what her thoughts are. Link for this video is in the description box below for you to check out if you'd like to make a reaction suggestion on the Discord. Make sure you're 13 years or older and check out the link down below. Let's get started, y'all.
Sportz and I don't really get along. Well, at least in the second grade. I was very accident prone as a kid. No matter what game was being played, I knew I was going to get hit in the head with the ball. Yikes. It didn't even matter if I was playing or not. I used to brace myself for impact before going out to the playground because going outside usually went something like this.
Okay. She's walking. Oh, crap. Oh, my.
It happened so often that it just became a joke to me. It got to a point where this one time I bet my friends $5 that a ball nearby would hit me in the next 2 minutes.
Really?
I knew that no matter what, it was inevitable. We were a good distance away from the game, so chances were pretty slim. Okay, sure. Sorry, that's not possible. Just watch.
Oh! I love the GTA. Whenever anybody uses the...
The nurse, however, got tired of seeing me every day.
Yikes.
This kid again. What are you in for this time?
A ball hit me.
That was yesterday's excuse. Go back to class. You're fine.
She assumed I was faking it, and I don't blame her, honestly. If someone kept coming into the nurse's office every day with the same excuse, I'd probably get suspicious too. It's not like I wanted to get hurt. Sometimes I think maybe someone was just trying to hit me on purpose because it stopped like after a month, but I'll never know for sure. I made sure that if I ever saw another game in progress that I would just instantly get out of there. Sports were never really my thing. While other kids were joining sports teams, I was busy drawing dragons and making comic books. I just wasn't really interested in playing them. I also wasn't too big on watching sports, but my dad was determined to change that. My dad took me, my brother, and some cousins to see a Dodgers game when I was like 4. We were really high up in the seating area, so I couldn't really tell what was going on. I just remember getting hot dogs and my cousin biting my brother's hand because he thought it was food. I remember at some point the crowd stood up all at once, and I was super confused, being the little bean sprout I was. One of the players had hit a home run, and it was heading right for us.
Oh my goodness.
The ball had flown over us, so my dad thought, oh, well, I guess someone else will get it. The ball hit a panel above us and went straight down, hitting me in the head. My dad turned around just in time to see this random guy come up, scoop the ball off my head, and run out as fast as he could.
Are you serious?
It's not like I wanted it.
I know.
The sport I hated most growing up was soccer.
Okay, hold on. I'm mad, though, that this man watched the ball bounce up the panel and hit this little girl in the head and was like, well, get it, and ran out of there. Not like, hey, are you okay? Like, at least if he had asked if you were okay before he bolted out of there, that would have been okay. But no, he don't care about you. He just wanted that ball.
To pretend I was sick on those days.
I like soccer. I loved soccer, not like. I used to play in school.
I'm not feeling so well. Oh no. Like soccer in elementary school was just 6 kids kicking each other around in a circle anyways. Oh no, thanks. I need my shins to walk. I'd say the only sports I actually enjoyed were tennis and basketball. Basketball kind of runs in my family. I used to go to this all-girl basketball meetup thing, and I was always benched because I just kept making 3-pointers. I passed the ball, too. It's not like I wasn't a team player.
Wait, so it's because you were too good.
If I could make a 3-pointer,
wow.
What was the purpose of giving up the ball to someone else, you know? The coach wanted to be in charge. It was her way or the highway. It wasn't a real team. We were just playing for fun. I've never really cared about winning trophies or being in the spotlight. I'd rather just play the game and have fun. The only game I got competitive at playing at was Knockout. If you haven't played this game, I recommend it. You line up and take turns making a basket. The first person shoots and attempts to make it, while the second person in line shoots right after. If the second person makes the shot before the first person, the first person is out. You can also make it hard for the first person to retrieve their ball by knocking it out of the way or... you know, by any means. That continues until one person is left. I remember this one time I was playing with a group of guys and I was totally schooling them. This one game, they chose a really hard spot to shoot and people were losing left and right. I managed to get the second to last out and it was down to me and this one guy named Josh. Mano y womano. All the guys were rooting for Josh to win, of course. We were both making shots like crazy when Josh started to lose his rhythm. With the adrenaline pumping, I managed to make 2 shots in succession, and I lapped him.
in your face.
They never played with me again.
Of course they would.
In one of my PE classes, you could actually get extra credit by making 3-pointers. I totally took advantage of that.
I do want to, and this is like to my kids that are in school, whether you're in high school or even in college, if you're playing like right now, like where you are at right now, if you're playing against guys, let me know if they still are getting embarrassed if you're beating them, like if you're actually beating them. And I don't mean like generally speaking. I mean, I want specifics to kind of test the waters. I know like in my high school, by that time, some things were a little bit progressive. So like back in my day, if a girl, like the guy I might have been playing against might have been a little embarrassed, but his team would have been rooting for me. That's kind of how we were. So, and then it wouldn't have been a situation where they wouldn't play again. I've actually played basketball, like in gym with some guys just playing around, and the guys I beat wanted to play again. It was either a competitive thing or it was a lot of fun. So it was less about people being embarrassed about this little short flying squirrel. That was the nickname they gave me in high school. Was, schooling some cats and some basketball, bro. I was doing my thing. 3-pointers, I don't know about all that, but I could. This story ain't about me. It's about her. So let's get back to this. But let me know.
Creative little bean sprouts. My brothers and I would make up different games to play. This one game we would play on our beds. It was sort of like the floor is lava, except we used balloons. To love that game. So we would set it up where there would be 2 beds parallel to each other. You would pass the balloon from bed to bed, kind of like volleyball, except you had to use your feet. Using your hands was considered cheating. The balloon had to land on top of the bed. Everything else was lava. Each time the balloon didn't make it to the other bed, the other person would get a point. My older brother and I used to be obsessed with playing ping pong. We developed some kind of narrative with each other. Like one person was the student and the other was the master of ping pong. I love the creativity. And every time someone made a point, we would say things like, ha, 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 ha. I have taught you well, my son. Ha, ha, ha.
It's role
Looks
playing.
Like the student has become the master.
I like it. Role-playing ping pong.
Looks like the student needs some work. We also made up this game called Bike Tag,
I can explain.
We only managed to play it a few times.
All right.
It was just like normal tag, except with bikes, and I highly suggest not playing this. Being idiots, we thought, what was the worst that could happen? The game was going pretty smooth until I was tagged. I was chasing my brother, who had a scooter at that time. Kind of a hack. I almost had him when he jumped up on the sidewalk and escaped. My bike crashed and I flew into the edge of the sidewalk, fracturing my wrist.
Oh my goodness.
The fracture was on the growth plate, and so the doctor was just like, let the body heal itself. Luckily, it was my left hand. I can't carry heavy things on it, but I'm fine.
Let it heal itself. Oh, thanks, doctor.
Just don't play bike tag, okay? That was really dumb. All in all, I don't think sports are bad. I just think they're boring to watch on TV. The only way I'd ever watch a game is if I knew someone playing in the game, like maybe going to a high school game and you know someone there, or playing it myself with some friends. I'm not really big on keeping score.
I can still watch sports. I thought, I can speak. I promise. This definitely took me back to like childhood memories I had, like when she was talking about the different games that her and her siblings made up. I freaking love that. And whether I do have another child or not, I do want that my baby or babies in the possible future do that, where they make up games that they're playing. They can use things or use the room and just have this creativity. Me and my siblings used to do that same thing too. So when she said that, that really touched my, brought me back to like a great place in my memory of what I used to do with my siblings, which was so much fun. I wouldn't say that I was ball sports accident prone. For me, it was more so of, tripping constantly. I think I tripped basically all my life. I have issues with walking or standing. Sometimes I've just fallen just from standing. It's just how things go. But it's crazy that she was always hit by a ball. I think that is crazy, to where she goes to a major league game, because the Dodgers are it's LA Dodgers, right? So like they're really, really big. Goes to a game and randomly, out of the crowd of thousands of people that were there, or hundreds of people that were there, you get hit by the ball, one person, that is just crazy when you already have like a ball magnetism. So it's just like unnatural. And I'm so sorry that happened to her, but she started turning it into a hustle. I think she made the bet once. I would have kept making the bet with different people so they weren't on the up and up. And then even people who didn't know or I've already done it with, I'll be like, oh, I bet you it'll happen again. They'll be like, there's no way it'll happen again. And get that money. Get that money, girl, get that money. But yeah, I love this. It did take me back. I'm happy that at least she knows who she is and what she likes and what she doesn't like as a person. But let me know down below, did you guys make up games when you were kids? You know, and then I know there was a question earlier that at this moment I don't remember, but I asked it. So, oh yeah, about being embarrassed, like boys being embarrassed, is that still a thing where they won't play with you anymore? Let me know down below. If you like that video, check out the link in the description box below to support Shgurr. If you like this video, and Jaiden, everyone who's involved in the video. If you like this video, hug the like out of that like button. I love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies. Toodles.